Oh no, don't film the Mexican. Don't film now. Now people are gonna be disappointed.
I'm just going to let the water run. I'm just going to let the fountain go so that people can take in the sights.
Oh no, don't film the Mexican. Don't film now. Now people are gonna be disappointed. Now people are gonna be disappointed.
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. I've been here twice.
Yes.
Every time I come here, my DMs, my Twitter mentions, my Instagram comments, my YouTube comments. Are you going to meet up with Salomondrin?
Here we are.
Here we are. We're here.
No more excuses.
No more excuses. I think like literally as I landed this time, I hit you up and I was like, dude, it's happening this time.
And it is happening
this
this
time.
time.
It is happening this
It's
time.
always my fault, by the way. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone.
So
sorry,
busy.
Paul.
So busy.
Sorry.
I just sit in my Airbnb, twiddling my thumbs on my bed.
You don't know how hard it is to pretend to be busy, okay? You don't understand.
It's busy
It's
to pretend to be busy.
Yeah. The worst. The worst.
No, I know it as well. But
Welcome, dude.
Thank you for having me. This place is ridiculous. Thank you. There is no other word to describe it. I've never seen a place like it because I come from the UK, but I was just explaining to you off camera that the weather, the canyons, the sea, the cars, everything about this place
makes up for a pretty good formula.
Yeah. And I feel like I've brought something to the party.
Hey, you're stunting on me at this point. He's showing up in this car out of nowhere, coming from another country. When I go to other countries, dude, forget about other countries. I just went to Maryland and I got a Charger. That's the best I could do.
I got here and had a Challenger, but to be honest, I don't really film my Ubers when I'm in Kias and things like that.
That's mostly my life, so I'll film it. I'm sorry.
What's the plan?
Okay, so the plan for everyone that's watching, I'm sorry that I'm taking over a little bit on Paul's
it's
channel.
because I'll take over yours.
we have a couple of questions and things that we need to figure out. I think the speedometer on the 4x4 is wrong. It's off by 5 miles an hour.
Right.
So I want to take this out, put it on cruise control at whatever speed it says, put that one on cruise control, the AMG GTR.
So it's Mercedes.
Side by side, that's right.
Yeah.
And see what the speedometer is marked. If it's the same, then my theory is completely wrong, and that's that. And then we want to challenge you to a drag race.
Okay.
But an interesting drag race.
Right.
I think everyone's done like a drag race with the fast cars side by side.
Yeah.
Why don't we do one on cruise control?
Right, so...
Cruise control racing.
So you both start at the same miles an hour and then you have
30 miles an hour.
Accelerate?
As fast as you can, go up with the cruise control button.
I don't even know where cruise control is on
This is why. I have no idea either on mine. Parghini's the one that knows, and he's the one telling me that we need to do this.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I mean, we're surrounded by beautiful cars, beautiful people, and they're all behind the camera.
Oh, okay.
So my glamorous assistants. And we're basically just going to have some fun. So today is the day me and Alejandro go head to head on numerous things in California. Let's do this.
I don't think I got a cool pose.
Black wheels look so much better.
It was done recently, right? The black wheels and everything done recently?
Yeah. Just blacked out the little things that were chromy, which look like pure garbage.
You have to on the AMG.
Yeah,
You have to.
It's like, hey, here's your dad's car, or could be mine. I don't know.
The GTS that I had, the front grille had the exterior chrome pack, which meant that
I know exactly what it is.
The little dots in chrome.
Yeah.
And I had to get each individual dot blacked out.
Can you imagine? Did you do it yourself?
No, I didn't do it myself.
Good for you. Good for you. You're a smart man. There you go. So you're going to be getting on this one?
I'm jumping in here?
Yeah. You're going to be driving this one?
I'm going to drive it.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
You got insurance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. And then I'll take the 4x4. We'll put them side by side and do this.
Sick. I've never driven a GTR.
Really? This is the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. This car
I'm excited.
is amazing.
Firstly, it looks much crazier than the GTS. And
The stance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so wide and
it's the front.
beastly.
It's the new front grille. Like they've just flipped it upside down.
But
It just looks so
even
much
the
better.
front grille though, like you could put the front grille on the GTS, and there already are some out.
Yeah.
The stance on this is like 6 inches wider.
Where's cruise control?
So it's
To
bottom
fourth.
left.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so stop here.
Took me a while to find cruise control, but I've got it.
40 miles an hour.
40. We're at 40.
There you go.
That it?
I'm at 40. You're at 41?
I'm at 39.
We're at 40 right now. Go to 50. There you go.
There we go, we're going up to 50.
We're at 50.
49, 50.
We're at 50.
It's increasing.
We're still at 50.
This is the weirdest drive I've had.
So the downside with that car is no cruise control.
Other than fuel economy.
Yeah, the fuel economy sucks. But I mean, it's worse than it rolls. But
Yeah.
the fuel economy is awful. But the whistling that the car makes, because it's just a brick.
Yeah,
It's just a brick traveling through the wind.
Yeah.
So all of the audio, whenever we're in that car, it's shit.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, this thing's silly. So now we're putting cruise control to the test.
It's
I
a
feel like doing the AMG versus the McLaren is a good starting point. This is as racy as it gets.
Yeah.
As legal as it gets as well. Ooh, there's the front splitter. I want to test them. I reckon the Rolls Royce has got pretty good cruise control speed.
It does. It does. It's really great cruise control, and you have no idea that you're getting any faster. It's just like a boat.
You just waft along like a cloud. Swarm the tyres up a bit.
There you go.
This is going to be the 2018-19 F1 showdown. Mercedes AMG versus McLaren, because they've sorted their engine out.
We're currently in Abu Dhabi for the final Grand Prix, as you can tell by the beautiful
Weather.
muggy weather. The stabilization in this is insane.
Yeah. It's the perfect in-car extra camera. Here we go. Wow. 30. Look, if when I click it, it goes.
Hold on, now hit down. No, not yet. Down. One more.
30.
Okay, so now hit your cruise control.
There we
Okay,
go.
we're at 30.
No, we're at
Hold
30.
on.
Now.
We're at 30. Okay, so go up to 40.
There we go. Yes.
Okay, 40.
Yes!
Hold on. Oh, keep holding it. Keep holding it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Is that real?
That was real.
That was real.
And I
He's
stopped.
just holding it up.
And I stopped.
No fucking way.
So he pulled off of it because I thought we were gonna go in increments.
Yeah.
And then you guys just kept going. So I was like, well, just hold it up. So he held it up and it just went whoop.
He wins that one.
Yeah, he does. Wow. I'm telling you, that car is a monster.
We have made it back, and honestly, spending the day just even cruising with this, the amount of tension that car gets on the road is unbelievable. The looks this thing pulls, but as a car on the road, the green paint, that aggressive front grille, genuinely no match for the McLaren. I think a lot more people looked at that car than this, and I'll be completely honest, I'd probably prefer to be sitting in this car. My back kind of hurts from sitting in this, and I think that it's just because it is a much sort of, well, I don't even think it is a much more sporty ride. They're both pretty hardcore. That being a Mercedes AMG GT, the GTS, super comfortable car, so you'd think the GTR is going to be as comfortable, if not more comfortable, with the bucket seats. And I think I'm right. But man, I am falling in love with this car more and more times that I spend with it. Beautiful.
I just want to know some stories, whatever you have, regarding any of these cars.
Okay.
Any of these cars. So it can be a good one, it can be a bad one, something you don't know, something you hate, whatever it is.
Let's start with this.
Carrera GT.
Carrera GT.
It's like, let me turn on the lights too.
Because I mean, to me, this car epitomizes my love for Porsche.
Yeah.
And when I was growing up filming cars in central London, this was the only Porsche that I'd film. Because it sounds good and it's crazy.
And it's also not the only, like, it's the most specific looking compared to all of the other ones that look the same.
Exactly.
And when you're a kid, you're like, those Porsches are boring as fuck. This looks like a Ferrari.
Exactly, but at the same time, the owner of the car that I filmed in London drove like a madman. Like everywhere, he drove it flat out. And he didn't care about how the car drove. He bought a car based on its looks and sound.
Good for him.
Exactly.
Good for him.
Which is why he also had a Murcielago Roadster.
Touche. But we're not doing that bad.
No, because that car...
We get to stare at it every day.
I mean, like I said, the first thing that I said to you was I've only ever seen one Reventon, and it was in Lamborghini London showroom. So to see one outside of a showroom and in a garage...
Madness. We even had to install the chair just to be able to look at it.
Yeah. The special Lamborghini Reventon chair.
Looking at these in Mexico, to me, my story with this car is, looking at them in Mexico, when I was growing up, obviously this is unobtainable. You're never going to see a Lamborghini on the road. That's basically impossible. There's maybe 1, 2 in the country at the time that I was like that young. And this was like completely out of the question. And one day I was looking for videos, and I was like, how come no one's going to make a video about this car ever that's going to be good? And one day as I'm walking by the car, I meet the owners, and the owners are like, do you like the Reventon? I was like, oh man, it's my favorite Lamborghini. And he's like, well, it's ours. Do you want to drive it? I was like, what? That's ridiculous. It. Pants exploded, everything made. This is the
creme de la creme of Lamborghini.
This is the Lamborghini, the original Lamborghini. All fighter jet stuff, which is my favorite.
Yeah. Oh. And I mean, Lamborghini created car keys fashionable before it was fashionable.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a big statement. That's something big.
Well, what purple do you call this? Have you got a shade of purple that you call this?
It's called, it's actually Plum Explosion.
Plum Explosion.
They cannot describe it any better than that.
No, because like, even though like it's a deep purple, like when the light hits it, it's got a real pearly pink fuchsia type vibe to it. Yeah. Which is sick. And I always say, if you wrap or paint a car purple, yellow details.
You gotta do yellow details. Yeah. You got in LA. It's a little counterintuitive because it's the Lakers colors.
Oh yeah.
So everyone's like, "Oh, you must be a huge Lakers fan." I'm a Lakers guy. I get it, but we sucked for a long time now, so it's not the greatest.
I went to a Lakers game and they lost.
You know, that's the only team I've ever gone to see for the first time that's ever lost.
Really?
Every team that I've gone to see, we either draw or win, and that is the first team that I ever went to see, like, go Lakers for the first time, and they lost. So I get it. But this is a beast.
Yeah, dude. It is. It is an absolute beast.
This is what I wish McLaren would have done for me in the color department without charging me like the MSO colors. But you know what?
Yeah, it's expensive. But when you get a wrap, you get paint protection at the same time.
You get it, which you were gonna get anyways, right? Yeah. So, and then the yellow accents, they just turn out to be like a huge coincidence.
Yeah,
I love it. All car companies lie, all of them. Yeah. Unfortunately, McLaren just lies about having more power. I don't understand why. Everyone else is like, no, we really did that. You just can't see it. McLaren is like, no, it's not that fast. No. Why is McLaren ashamed of being so fast?
I know. It's their rate of development. It's the rate of the development that's so fast that makes these cars so impressive.
Fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever seen this one?
The drop head.
This is like an Al Capone suit. That's the best way to describe it. I don't know why. It's just so badass, like an old school suit from the 40s, 30s. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
I think it's the shape, the color scheme, the chrome.
Yeah, and how grown up it is. It looks like my grandfather could be driving this.
Yeah.
He was still alive. Now, what about this?
Yeah. I say it's a future classic. If not a classic already.
It's already a classic. I'd say it's already a classic. Love the big ass on these.
Yeah. You don't get that these days on new cars.
No, everything is too...
Ford Focus RS, that needs them.
Yeah, a lot of cars like to hunch on the back, like me.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have an ass. We just, like, hide it. We just aerodynamically hide our asses. That's what most cars do. This is just like...
Yeah, this is how it should be. That, sitting behind that for, like, the last hour or so, is so wide.
The AMG GTR.
So wide, yeah. I love that thing. I'm falling in love with it more and more and more. When they first launched it, I was like,
It's just a GTS, same thing. Yeah. But now...
It's not. It is not.
I knew that was going to be my problem too when I saw them. I was like, I'm going to like it, I'm going to hate it, I'm going to like it, I'm going to hate it, and then I want to see where I stand. Right now, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
But until I hate it. I sound like an absolute crazy person.
How often do you get to see like a G-Wagon next to a Ford, apart from on your driveway, in real life? Because this is kind of like Grand Theft Auto right now.
Yes.
Two of them together.
This is the one that made me understand the G-Wagons.
Yeah.
I always said those G-Wagons are stupid. Who wants to drive a car that's not good, that's so tall and like...
But it's just a funmobile, right?
But this made me realize you're not buying the car to be a car. You're buying it because you love it and because it's fun and because it's ridiculous, and that's the best part of it.
Definitely will move out of the way of this.
Oh, that is the best thing about it. You know when the streets here merge from three lanes to 2 or to 1?
Everyone just crashes off to the side.
When I'm in front of him, everyone's like, nope, nope, let him go through. He's a dick. Look at the car. He's a dick. Let him go through. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
And then wifey loves badass cars. So.
Yeah.
All black,
that is a badass Batmobile.
Everyone thinks this is mine. Everyone's like, "Oh man, your car's sick." I'm like, "That's my wife's."
Yeah, it is sick.
Yeah, she likes the full enchilada.
Yeah. Right. I suppose with the light fading and the traffic building, I'm gonna get to my hotel.
You better run, dude.
Yeah.
You better run. 5 p.m. in LA is the worst time to be out. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sorry because I've had a sick day with unreal cars. Like whilst I've spent the last 7 or 8 days or whatever in LA driving around and seeing like cars like this, not that, but most other cars like this, like driving around, just having a little bit more access to them.
Of course.
Having the opportunity of driving the GTR has been sick.
Oh, dude, thank you so much for coming. Get the fuck out of here.
Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Các bạn hãy bấm like, comment và hãy bấm nút đăng ký để ủng hộ cho kênh mình nha.